Welcome to assignment 5.2. First thing, we need to download the data from Census and American Fact Finder for the Florida counties and the Florida retirement data, so that we can actually start putting them together and start mapping. So I am going to this website which is in the book, the census.gov. Whatever that is, and click on Florida, which is the CO12D00E00.zip, and I'm going to save it. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my American Fact Finder, go to the download center and go to the SF3 sample data and select all counties and click on go and scroll down to P65 and click on add it, and then click on next, and I'm gonna click on start download. What we are doing is downloading all the retirement data for the entire United States, but we are gonna filter that data for Florida counties only. We'll see how that's done. This is gonna take a while, so I'm gonna let it download, take its own time, so just hold on. So finally it downloaded, and I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna go to my downloads folder and move them to my C drive, in which I'm gonna go to my answers assignment 5 and create a new folder here called assignment 5.2 and paste them there. So now I'm gonna extract these. Just need to copy and paste them. The same with the data that you downloaded. Right click, copy and paste. So now the data download part is done. We need to get this data ready for ArcGIS. So the first step is to actually open Microsoft Excel, go to File, click on Open, and go to your C drive where you downloaded this data in assignment 5.2. I'm gonna select all files here and select the December 2000 SF3U data 1. Click on Open. So it's gonna give me something called text import wizard. I'm gonna select delimited text, go to next, and make sure in the other field I select something called a special character, which is you can enter it by holding shift and the backslash. When you do that, the data is going to be divided into the individual columns, and click on next and click on finish. So this is my entire data. Okay, this is all the data we need to actually get this assignment done. So we need to filter Florida counties from this data. That's the next step. The first step is to actually delete the second row, and I'm gonna select all the Florida counties, scroll down to Florida, and start selecting them. So the best thing to do is to actually copy that Florida data and paste it in a new sheet. Okay, I'm gonna paste it here in a new sheet, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna make sure I copy my rows, which is the first column, first row, and copy and paste it in the new sheet as well. I'm gonna rename the sheet as Florida, and I'm gonna select the entire data and save this file as a workbook in my 5.2 as retired Excel sheet. So now I have my data ready, which can actually be directly used in GIS. The next step is to open our catalog so that we can convert the exchange file that we downloaded first from the Census website into a shapefile. In File 2, I'm gonna add my toolbar first, which is ArcGIS 8x Tools. Right click on the empty space, somewhere in the empty space, and get your toolbar. And click on Conversion, click on Import and import from an interchange file. Select that, and it's gonna give me a dialog box, and the input file is gonna be the file that we downloaded in GIS Tutorial in Answers File 2. Select the E00 file and click Open, and output it into the same folder again, PAGS actually, in File 2 as coverage. Okay, I'm gonna convert it into coverage, call it Florida counties, click OK. So you have to type in a FL counties maybe, and click on OK. So once that is done, it's going to be exported as a Florida counties coverage file. So that is what we're going to use to actually create our maps. So now I'm going to open my arc map and start adding this data, and click on an empty map, click on add data, and I'm going to browse to my tutorial answers assignment 5 File 2. I'm gonna add my Florida counties first, and I'm gonna add my retired the Florida data that we created. Right click, open attribute table, make sure you have 67 records selected, and also right click on open attribute table of the shape, and so the first step is to actually convert this Florida the coverage into a shapefile. I'm gonna right click on the shapefile, click on export, go to data, go to export data, and I'm gonna export it into my answers folder and export it as counties. And add it to my map, and I'm going to delete the Florida counties the original file, and now I'm gonna have to join these two tables. One is the one is the shape file, and one is the data that we downloaded, right? I'm gonna click on open. So as you can see, we don't have a common field between the Florida retired table and also the Florida counties. So what we need to do is to create that unique ID in Florida counties shapefile. I'm gonna close my Excel file, and in the counties attribute table, I'm gonna click on options, click on add a field, and call it GeoID2, and it's gonna be a long integer. Click on OK, and right click and go to field calculator, and make sure it is the following formula, which is state multiplied by 1000 plus county. Click OK. So this ID actually matches exactly with our GeoID2. So that's the formula to actually create the GeoID2. So now I'm gonna join these two files. Right click on the shapefile, click on join, and click on GeoID2, and make sure you have GeoID2 selected, and click on OK. So now the join is done. So in part 2, what we're gonna see is actually how to create the thematic map and show percentage of households with retirement income. Okay.